First up, it's the Chinese team introduced to the crowd here. Li Junhui and Liu Chen. The Japanese men's doubles, they have a ranking of 5. Takeshi KAMURA is the number 2 player in March. He's now number 5 with Keigo SONODA. They won the 2016 Hong Kong Open, which is the BWF Super Series event, and they have 3 titles, Grand Prix Gold and Grand Prix events. But they're taking on the world number 3 ranked team from China, Li Junhui, Liu Chen.
Red.
Red?
Yeah.
Black. Red.
This side?
That side? Receive, and who will receive? Li Junhui, receive. Service? Keigo, thank you.
It's the men's doubles between the number 3 ranked team in this Sudirman Cup from China and the number 5 team in the world from Japan. Li Junhui, 22 years of age. They were the number 1 in April, the number 1 men's doubles team in the world. Liaoning in China is where he was born. Well-traveled, and he's tall. He's the tallest man. I think he's probably the tallest, although I think they'd have to stand next to each other to make that call. Liu Chen from Beijing, world ranking of 3. They won gold at the 2013 World Junior Championships and gold at the 2013 Asian Junior Championships. They've only played once, and that was against Thailand, Kedren and Puavaranakarol, which they won, so they've had little time on court. Their opponents from Japan, Takeshi KAMURA, 27 years of age. Both the Japanese players are 27, ranking of 5. And just in March, just gone, they were the number 2 team in the world. They won the 2016 Hong Kong Open, a BWF Super Series event. And they are, as I say, the number 5 ranked team. Physically, they are just a shade shorter than the Chinese men. Well, they've been on court in all their previous 3 matches, and they've won them all. The record stands at 3-2 for the Chinese in the Asia Championships. So Richard Bramley of New Zealand is the umpire. And Michael Fjeridal from Norway. Did I say that correctly? Service judge. Go on, Lars, correct me.
I think he will be okay with that.
So how do you see this one? Number 3 from China, number 5 from Japan.
First of all, it's a surprising team selection from the Chinese coaches, because I would have expected them to play their other men's doubles pair, Fe Haifeng and Nanjiang, who has a positive head-to-head score against the Japanese pair. They have a score of 3-0, but there could be something wrong with either of the players, and they definitely have a strong pair here today as well. But I think it's a little bit risky, or at least I believe the Japanese would rather play this pair than the more experienced Chinese men's double.
Chinese men are very tall. Lee Junhui on the right. Is he a shade taller than Liu Chen? There's not much in it. Look like a couple of basketball players standing out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, China, represented by Li Junhui, Liu Chen. On my left, Japan, represented by Takeshi KAMURA, Keigo SONODA. Japan to serve, Keigo SONODA to Liu Chen. Level. Play.
Very, very aggressive opening here from Lee Junhui.
Over. 1 love. It's over. 1 all.
And I'm sure all 4 players here knows the importance of this match. It's to me it's a very open match. I see no favorites here actually, and their last encounter at the Asian Championships, I believe the Chinese won 21-18 in the 3rd game. So that was a tight match as well. But to the overall tie here, can the Japanese come out on top? Then they have a good chance in actually either of the last 2 matches.
Just long.
Steps over. 3 all. Over.
And the pattern we see in this rally, I'm sure we will see a lot that KAMURA and SONODA will try to play, try to actually take advantage of their less height and play a lot of flat drives, where the taller Chinese will probably have difficulties in moving the racket as fast. The Chinese will look more for proper attacking possibilities, and then they can use their hard and steep attack.
It's well played by Takeshi KAMURA.
It's over.
Yeah, not so wise played by Liu Chen here, but that he actually invites to play this flat game, playing flat upwards, and that's a little bit dangerous against today's opponents.
It's good defense from Japan.
Yeah, and it's actually a good offensive opportunity the Chinese get, but good defense, and it finally gets them out of balance.
Sonoda serves. Ooh. Just long. It's KAMURA wearing the sort of long black leggings. KAMURA for Japan. And this is Chen with serve. Well, he was at the net, he was there, KAMURA.
Yeah, and the Chinese, they want to take up the battle in the flat drives here and to play in and around the net, and they're successful this time.
Keigo SONODA with so many good defensive ploys, and then he makes the error himself.
Yeah, he will be unhappy with that because it's they make the turnover here, get on the offense, and he gets actually a quite good chance in a good position at the net. But I think still there's a lot of tension here and on both sides of the net that the players they just have to work a little bit more before the initial tension in their bodies has gone.
Well, clatters the net, but the shuttle goes over.
7-all.
Of shouting going on there. Both teams are pumped up here, as you'd expect in a semi-final.
7.
Yeah, the Japanese pair is always pumped up and always jumping a lot and shouting a lot in between rallies. But I don't know if it's a good idea for the Chinese pair to sort of join in on this, because it can, if you're not used to it, it can wear you out if we have to go the full distance in 3 games here.
It's over.
But especially Lee Junhui from the Chinese pair has been very successful in attacking the services of the Japanese players very, very hard, and they have won some easy points on that.
Smash from the back of the court from SONODA.
And that's definitely the favorite position from the Japanese side, with KAMURA at the net and SONODA working very, very hard in the back of the court, and he doesn't mind throwing away a lot of smashes.
Doesn't do it this time.
No, and we can see that the Chinese have prepared for all of these flat drives from the Japanese pair. Chen is very ready, anticipating in the beginning of the rally, and is very low in his legs to cover the flat challenge.
That's the interval in this first game in the men's doubles. And it's Chinese pair after 8 minutes who lead 11-9.
要记住，真的下手，比我们发球，他切出腰的时候，就我们发球，你对弹他过头，千万不要低网平球，他崩得很快，你看几个都不落，打得更好。
小点球还是一定要有直线啊，一定要有直线。
李俊伟他下手就
第三拍坚决，他发的好，冒笑，接了，没有接完，没有接完。然后你接这个就放我有你足球放一下，没问题的啊。因为我刚才就那么强调。
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Thank you.
(11-9). Play.
SONODA.
It's over. 10-11.
Like a couple of fireworks on court, the Japanese pairing here. Lots of animated noises.
Yeah, and there was a lot of instructions going on in the mid-game interval, but it seems like both pair agree that they should keep fighting and finding out who's best in playing the flat drives.
Backhand flick into the net by Lee Junhui. This time from SONODA.
Yeah, and again he plays some brilliant first shots. His third shot where he's moving it to the other side of the net, but cannot finish it off, playing it too close to the tip of the net.
After smash, and Lee Junhui can't defend it for a third time.
No, we can see that the Japanese they don't mind working hard in the backcourt, and they know they cannot smash with the steepness of a lot of their opponents, and but then they just make up for it by doing more smashes and keeping the pressure. We could also notice in this rally that both Chinese players are playing blocks to the net, taking the speed out both from the mid-court and the front court, and I think that's very wise of them, even though it didn't earn them the point this time.
They are as if they're dancing on hot coals. Japanese pairing here. It's 13-all in this opening game.
Well played by Chen here. First he's making a push on the, maybe see it here. First he's smashing on the forehand side of KAMURA, and then he's pushing to his backhand side. Good placement.
Well, it's just a shade long.
13.
Takeshi KAMURA makes a despairing dive. Can't get there.
16.
And I think it's very wise from the Chinese players, and it's a beautiful shot here from Chen, that he moves his upper body in order to be able to angle the shot out to the forehand side of KAMURA, and you can see that both Japanese players, they expect a hard push as they have played up until now, the Chinese in that
16.
situation. Very good variation.
Point to Japan. Superb defense from both players.
Yeah, it is, and they finally, here KAMURA manages to punish that the Chinese insists on keep playing flat speed or flat width speed instead of using the softer shots to the net or even over, as we haven't
14.
seen yet.
16.
Tremendous defense again from SONODA.
Yeah, and when you play this Japanese pair, you have to expect that they return a lot of even very good attacking shots, and you have to keep the discipline and keep attacking with patience.
That's out. So much energy in the Japanese men's doubles here.
Yeah.
16.
And I think that the Chinese players have forgotten what gave them the lead here after the mid-game interval, the soft shots to the sides at the net. Here, well played by Chen.
It's called wide, and it's a challenge.
China challenges, called out.
Chen made the challenge.
And I think that's maybe more of a tactical challenge to just to have a little bit of a break in order to talk about what they should do now to stop the run of points from Japan. Because yeah, it seems quite far out from where we sit.
Unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
Takeshi KAMURA serving with Japan 17-16 ahead. And he makes a mistake.
It's over.
Yeah, and it's maybe a bit of a surprise that he goes for the flick service now after 3 or 4 successful low serves.
Extraordinary badminton from the Japanese.
And from the Chinese, I would add. It's a beautiful rally, lovely to watch.
18.
And we can notice how the Japanese, they don't like lifting to their opponents, but when they do, they make sure that the Chinese players, they have to move, so they don't have time to get in position to do their power smashing.
Players ready.
Enjoy the movement here.
Japan 18-17 ahead. Oh, it's right between the two of them.
And that's what happens when the Japanese players are unable to play lift where the Chinese players have to move, then their position is too good, like here, and their attack is too strong. Very well played by Liu Chen here. He keeps the pressure even though he's a bit out of balance.
Keigo, SONODA. Tremendous return of serve.
19. 18.
And Yobong Park is trying to keep his players calm. I'm not sure that he's going to be successful in that.
No, it's wide.
Over. 19. All.
Point to Japan.
And again, a very fast exchange from mid-court to mid-court here.
20.
And it's very good control, this one by SONODA. I think maybe it may have gone wide, but still he gets around the shuttle and can play it a little bit inwards.
Game point, Japan. Great effort by KAMURA, but he can't keep the shuttle in play.
An extraordinary defense on both sides of the net here, first by the Japanese, and then this beautiful counter-attacking shot. He's actually playing a backhand shot in his forehand side when the attack comes on his right shoulder. Lee Junhui here. A lovely shot to play, and especially in this situation where he's so much under pressure.
Had the calmness around the court of Lin Dan. It's as if somebody's just, I don't know, injected something into this court. It's amazing energy on both sides. Smashing the ball at the shuttle at KAMURA.
Yeah, and again, after some extraordinary round-the-head defenses by KAMURA, and we can see they get extra supply of rackets here.
Well, the Chinese pairing, they hit the shuttle with such force. I'm amazed they don't
21.
have
Game point.
a few more rackets in their collection there. It's a game point for China. Can't do it with the serve.
And there's so much pressure on the low serves here because both sides are rushing in order to try to kill it if it's just slightly too high.
This crowd is behind the Chinese. Another monstrous winner here.
And even lying on his back, KAMURA, he's still trying to return the smash.
Thank you.
Well, that's an almost impossible task. And again, it was the very aggressive return of serve that set up the point for the Chinese players.
Game point for the Chinese. They've done it! Awesome power, those smashes from both players. And an epic first game of the men's doubles. Goes the way of China, 23-21 after 24 electrifying minutes on court.
Second game. Level. Play.
Absolutely spellbinding first game. And China took it 23-21. And the big boys from China coming out again with all guns blazing.
Yeah, and for the first time, Lee Junhui is playing the flick serve, and
SONODA.
of course that surprises KAMURA. Very good variation in services here by Lee Junhui. Three different kinds.
KAMURA.
Very well done.
KAMURA. Ready.
Unlucky for Sonoda. That smash just hit the net tape.
Yeah, and actually totally, we can see here, totally changes direction. So it's amazing he gets his racket on it at all.
Japan on the board in this second game.
1-4.
Even though KAMURA was not successful the first time he tried to do the flick serve, then I still think that the Japanese should do them more, because there is a lot of pressure on the low serves here. And if they don't variate them, then that's not going to change.
These are coming down from a great height from Lee Junhui, 22-year-old.
Yeah, watch here how well they move despite their size.
6-1.
And we could also hear there was a lot of communication between them during the rally, probably about where they would place the attack. It seems like the Chinese pair has gained a lot of confidence from winning this first game.
Chen, ready, play.
Speed around the court from the Japanese players here.
And the block from Lee Junhui. This one becomes too soft, and then SONODA can punish it at the net.
The crowd is behind every smash that's coming from the two Chinese players. Predominantly the Chinese supporters here for the men in black.
And again, a very nice rally where the Chinese are made to work very, very hard, and a nice finish here from Chen. It's not as easy as it looks. I don't know if it looks easy, but it's a lot of players would make a mistake in this situation, and he keeps the control and kills the shot with his backhand.
7-3.
And then it's the Japanese turn to work hard and win a point from the offense.
7.
Chen just finds the net with his
5,
shot.
7.
Japan hanging in here in the second game. That's big. Chen.
Steps over. 8, 5.
Nice pictures here where we can see how much Lee Junhui is attacking the serve of SONODA.
Players, wait, let. Too much delay. Play.
The umpire wants the players to get ready faster. And maybe that's what distracted
It's over.
Liu Chen.
6, 8.
Just wide.
Yeah, and both Chinese players are beginning to make a few mistakes here.
7, 8.
And maybe they can feel the speed of the game and the hard physical work they've had to do up until now. Again, a very aggressive and successful return of serve from Lee Junhui.
7.
In my mind, the Japanese players they should definitely variate their services a little bit more when they're serving, especially to him.
Steps over.
Yeah, that looked a little bit funny.
8.
Don't know why he's
9.
mistiming this one completely.
Steps over.
China got off to a fall-up lead at the start of this second game. They're now leading by 2, 10-8. Fantastic play.
11, 8. Incredible.
And at the interval in this second game, it is China after 13 minutes who are leading 11-8.
Seconds, 20 seconds.
Japanese coaches, Rayoni Mainaki and Park Yobong, had a lot of instructions again here.
11-8.
Let's see if the Japanese players can convert it into
Play.
points.
Lucien.
Second.
And even with a broken string, Lee Yunhui manages to finish the rally in favor of the Chinese. Here it breaks quite a lot, and still he can hit the last shot of the rally.
Eight.
5 points now separate the two teams here in this men's doubles. Pushes it wide. Liu Chen.
10, 13.
And it's a little bit lucky. The shot from KAMURA I don't believe he hit it as he wanted to, and it was spinning a bit while it was still going on the other side of the net. Another very aggressive and successful return from Lee Yunhui.
14, 10.
That's long. Wide. So now 6 points between them. China leading 16-10.
And I have the feeling that the Japanese player, they have to change their tactics a little bit. The Chinese players are ready for what they throw at them right now. And we even see KAMURA end up playing a clear here. That's quite unusual in a men's doubles.
Chen.
And it's very good control in the shot where he has to turn his upper body quickly at the net and play a backhand shot behind his body. Actually, very good control.
Smash, KAMURA can't defend it. It's 18-10 to China.
18-10.
Well done, cross court from KAMURA.
Yeah, good variation here, and it takes the Chinese defense by surprise.
18.
Big smash coming down from a great height from Lee Junhui.
19-11.
Smash height, 3.18 meters. Very, very steep, isn't it?
Yeah, and very good elevation from Lee Junhui.
It's over.
There's a lot of power
12.
in those legs.
19.
Even though he doesn't look like a bodybuilder.
Different kind of strength.
Exactly.
Another one that's wide. This time from Liu.
14, 19.
That's interesting. Again, Lee Junhui is attacking the low serve very hard, and the net is moving. And the question is, was it the shuttle or was it his racket? Because was it his racket, then it was a fault, and the point should have been given to Japan.
Match point, 14.
Well, the coach for the Japan team is standing up and he's remonstrating, but it's match point for China.
It's over. 15, 20.
It's a challenge.
I think
no, it's not.
His partner made him change his mind.
I think so. Still a match point for China. China have done it. The men's doubles goes to China. Lee Junhui, Liu Chen. In a really epic contest. Power, an abundance of power from the two tall Chinese. And they come through this one from a spirited
won by China, 23,
Japanese pairing.
21,
This is the final.
21, 16.
The serve doesn't go over from Takeshi KAMURA. 23-21, 21-16. The score in the second game. So the men's doubles go to the number 3 seeds. 23-21, 21-16 to China.